cake, so they're just asking us to support it. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Phil. Thank you.
Okie dokie. Katrina, please.
Yeah, okay. You're the one speaking. Okay, yeah.
Hello.
Kia ora. I'll just introduce Ro, our community worker from Te Waka Aroha. I just want to say first, thank you for hearing us today, and I appreciate that it's not easy hearing many voices. But today I represent the voices of those in the city that do not have a home. For some of us, it may be really hard to imagine life without your home. If people were to be rung on the phone or asked, what would you want to spend your rate money on, housing may not be their instant response, unless they work in the community perhaps, because we see that the lack of affordable social units is becoming so serious that I feel I'm actually having to deliver a warning to leadership. People can't manage life when they have no home. And I mean no home that they can afford to live in. There are vacant flats, and we've seen that in the paper, and new developments in New Brighton. However, unaffordable if you're on a benefit or a single low income. The rent, $450 a week, is a barrier. Investing in social housing is what can make a healthy city. And it does my health absolutely no good when I see someone homeless. And it kills the health of the people of no home. They become desperate, physically, mentally, and emotionally. We do not give dignity to any one of our citizens when investment in affordable housing is lacking. So we ask that the council raise their financial commitment to building affordable social housing. And the details on how that can be done is in the written submission. And we note in that submission a significant part of the cost will be covered from the council's share of rents. As an organisation, we host many people for many hours a day because they can't eat their breakfast in warmth, they can't power any phones, or they just need to get out of the rain, they can't have a friend for dinner, they don't have enough money for a roof over their head. And it's hard to imagine that this is true in our city, but it is. And everyday volunteers alongside community workers are holding the reins and doing their best to keep the hopes of people up. Yet we know people will react when they are feeling hopeless. The response can be vandalism, illegal activity, increased conflict, increased mental health issues. It will cost the city more in the long term. I ask you prioritise the basic needs of the people of your community, the voices that are not usually heard, the voices that get lost because others already have their basic need met of a home. I imagine much harder times in our community as the housing crisis in our city becomes more desperate. Community organisations working on the ground will face this chronic situation and continue to support those without homes, and we will also continue to support and serve in other areas of need. We are seeing difficulty right now, yet we also find in the long-term plan the funding for organisations like us is not in keeping with rising costs. So we ask the council today to relook at the Strengthening Communities Fund allocation and increase its allocation. We want to keep working in our communities, but without funds to mitigate rising costs, and you know about that, it's becoming very strained. There's a quote I like from Jean Paul Richer: "Do not wait for extraordinary circumstances to do good action. Try to use ordinary situations." Thank you.
Thank you very much. What have we got? Oh, spot on time. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you very much. Very good. Okay, Leslie and Nigel, please.
No questions?
No, sorry,
No,
we've
time. Ran out of
done.
time.
Oh, ran out of time.
Yeah,
Okay,
sorry,
so
sorry.
spot on
But-
time, but run out of time.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, on time, out of time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi guys, also got John Harding along, because he's Exhibit A.
That's fine.